Good to have y'all here this morning, and it's good to be able to still move on a rainy day. Very good. Okay, get you a nice comfortable place. Legs a little wider than hip distance apart, shoulders relaxed. Spread your toes out and just imagine that we are in the park or out of doors in nature. Your toes spreading out like the, what do you call it? Roots of a tree. You can definitely tell it's an early rainy morning. So you've got your roots spread out. You've got your shoulders stacked over your hips. And if you were a big, beautiful tree, you would be very rooted, yet you would lift up to the sky. So the energy's coming out the top of your head, lifting your head up, shoulders relaxed down, and think of chest open. Maybe you've been kind of, just like this today. Always think chest open, shoulders rolled back and down. The nice, proud, open stance for good breath. Good oxygen exchange. Let's take a breath up, arms up. And exhale, sink that energy. Once again, breathe up. And exhale, sink. Do a few more. I gotta let somebody else in. Good. And a few more, breath up. Just get the flow going. Get your mind quieted down a bit. Get your body just focusing on the breath, on the movement, very slowly. Nice soft bend in the knees when you bring that energy down into your dantian, into your core. In through the nose, and exhale out the mouth and nose. It doesn't have to be a big, full cleansing breath right now. It's just a relaxing, focusing breath. Very good. Now turn the palms up. Let's support heaven like a pillar. Turn the palms away. Big stretch. So just feel that pull. When you're in the stretch, try not to stick your backside out. Still have it kind of tucked under, abs pulled in. Arms are slightly forward of your ears. And release down. Good. Bringing the breath in. Turn the palms. As you reach up, you begin to exhale and do the same thing again. Good. Breathe up. There you go. And if you want a big cleansing breath, that's up to you. Just get the flow of air circulating throughout your body, energy, healing. You can imagine that as you move and you bring that energy in, there's a healing light that enters your body with each breath and spreads out from head to toe, down your arms, into your fingertips, and just get you very, very warmed up. Breath again. Very good. Now let the arms just lift and float down as if you were painting a wall. Fingers are very relaxed and down. So in Tai Chi, this is the opening move. It's just a preparation for lifting energy and sinking energy. Good. Lift up. A few more. Good. Last one. Now let's shift the weight left and right. So we're just kind of getting the thighs warmed up and the hips warmed up a bit. Now right now my toes are still facing forward. And you notice that the chest is level, the hips stay level and parallel to one another in the floor. That's the columns you hear about. Shoulder to hip is a straight column, hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. So when you move your body, your core, you've got all that energy right there together. Now shift over to the left, turn the right toes out, turn your body, shift, come in and close. Shift right, turn. So you're going in your chest in the direction of your open toe. So this is a bow stance. But we're doing it with the movement and a little bit of rotation in the torso. Good. Just kind of get the body warmed up. Breath. Very good. Notice as you turn, your body stays centered between your feet. All right, this time as we turn to the right, we're going to push and pull those waves. So let's push the waves and pull back. Now when I come back, I lift my toes up. It just gives me a bigger rock. Breath. Yes, pull it in. Opening the chest, squeezing, warming up the back. This is wonderful for posture too, and strengthening those mid and upper back muscles. As well as a wonderful feeling you get by being able to open the chest, bringing in more oxygen and air, giving the lungs and the heart plenty of room to work more efficiently. Good. Feels good. One more. And we're going to turn the other way. So just come center with your arms, shoulders relaxed, close that foot, shift over, and push and pull those waves. Good. It's nice limbering movement. Two more. Last one. Very good. Come back to the center, close the foot, breathe up. Sink that energy. Now let's come together, let's do our tap. So it's always good to wake everything up with our Tai Chi tap. Up and down one arm. You can do it in a little chop type fashion, or you can slap, either way. Come across the chest, wake up that thymus gland, which is your youth gland. See if we can regenerate a little extra youth there. Up and down the other arm. Very good. Let's go back to the chest again, and then work our way down to the inner thigh. So let's chop, lean over, and then up the outside. Come across the hip. Remember, those hip flexors get tight, so we're going to warm them up. Inside and outside. Let's do this 3 times across the hip into the inner thigh and the outer thigh. Now let's slap the top of the legs. Don't forget the top of your feet. And then up the back of your legs. Come into your lower back and kidneys. And once again, cross the hip down the front. Let's do it 3 times. This is our second one. Up the back. There you go. Cross the hips, down one last time. Kind of linger here a little bit in your lower back and your glute. And wake everything up back there. And then come across the hip into the abdomen. All up and down, getting all those internal organs awake, saying hello, good morning. And working our way up to the back of the neck. Tapping. Base of the skull, and then the scalp. What a wonderful feeling to have your scalp massaged and tapped on and blood flow increase. Now let's go across to the forehead. Help eliminate headaches. Same with the temple and underneath the eyes and the cheeks. I don't know about you, but my sinuses have been awakened by the change of weather, and they been a little bit stopped up, so this will help them. And to the jaw, tension rests in your jaw whether you realize it or not. Underneath your nose and underneath your lips, chin, and just back to the back of the head. Shake that out. Ah, that feels good too. You're definitely more awake. Turn your toes just slightly out a bit. You notice when your toes turn out, your hips rotate out a bit. And that squeezes the glutes underneath you and it really opens that pelvis. If that's uncomfortable for you, absolutely, you can bring your knees and your legs back forward again. Breathe out. We're going to sink this time. And then place your hands on your thighs and just lean forward a little bit. So from the side, we're just leaning. Weight is about in the arches of your feet. And your back, you want to imagine that your back is like a tabletop and it's parallel to the floor. And you should begin to feel a little bit of stretch through the back side. Now take a breath. Round your back like a letter C. You should feel really good stretch in your spine. And then exhale, press your chest forward, move the weight a little bit more toward the balls of your feet. And extend your backside out. You can straighten the knees a little bit. Just don't put your hands on your knees. Good. Now let's soften and round like a cat. Breath. And then exhale, flatten out. Kind of a modified yoga pose called cat-cow. Except I like to keep the back a little bit flatter than arching right now. Breath. One more letter C. And then exhale and flatten out. Very good. Now from this position, turn your palms so that your fingers are out. Lower your left shoulder and turn and look to your right and over your right shoulder. It's a little bit deeper into your internal and external obliques. Those are the muscles that help you turn. Breath. Now come around and let's go the other way. Good. Drop that shoulder and really stretch through the waist. And breath. Come around and turn the other way again. Breath. And around to the other side. Good. Now back to center. Round your back. Drop your arms. Just let your head hang a little bit deeper stretch in your back. Eyes open, curl up. Good. Breathe. Exhale down, sink. Now this time I want you to turn the palms open. Pull the shoulders back. Turn your head to the right. Wise owl turns her head. Pull those shoulder blades together. Pull the arms back. Feel that wonderful stretch. Breath. Release down. And exhale the other way. Good. Big breath. And exhale, stretch. Now you're probably holding it long enough. Of course, you can take another breath while you're holding the pose. And take another inhale and exhale the other direction. Very good. Come center, breathe out. Bring those palms down now. Let's make our energy ball. Right arm on top of left. Now, if you're mirroring or not, it doesn't matter which arm or which direction. I say right because I'm trying to do a mirror, but you do whichever's best for you. Now, turn your palms away. Separate heaven and earth. Right arm up. Breath. Exhale, sink that energy. Then turn the palms away from one another and stretch in the other direction. So it's as if you're just squeezing your chi ball, opening and spreading that energy everywhere and reversing it to the other direction. Good. Push away. Squeeze that energy, soften the knees, and lift up and open. Good. And down. Good. Let's do one more each side. Squeeze and open. Good. And open. Now we've got our chi ball. Let's shift the weight left, turn to the right, shift, and back. So we're just kind of holding our chi ball as we shift in and out of our bow step. Good. Now come back to center. Now change left arm on top, same direction, turn, and just rock back and forth, holding your energy. Let your shoulders relax. Good. Now come back to the center and let's just shift the feet. We'll keep the arms right here. We're just holding our energy and shifting in our bow step. Very good. Come back to the center, right arm on top, and the same thing, shift. And getting you practicing holding your energy both ways in your ball, one with the right arm on top and one with the left. Good. Good. Come back to the center, bring that left arm up, shift the weight left. Now let's do our ward off or our parting wild horse's mane. So as we turn to the right, we bring that arm up and that one comes down. Come back to center, close. Shift right, left arm goes up. Just remember the arm is on top when you ward off in the direction that you're going, it sweeps up. No matter which arm you're on, you're just going to sweep up with the leg that you're leaning into, same arm. Good. And just shift. And back. So just make it a very fluid movement, side to side. Breath in, exhale. Breath in and out. Good. That looks great, guys. Very good. And the other side. One more each way with our parting wild horse's mane. And now stay on here. Let's do grasping the sparrow's tail. Pull both arms together as if you're holding a tiny bird's nest. Bring that nest as you rotate the hip down, up by your ear. And as you come around, you fan your fingers into wings and press forward. Notice that I'm pressing forward, but I'm not like this. So I still have my energy coming from the hips, even though my arms are pressing. Good. Palm over palm, retreat, and push. It's also called a withdrawal. Now, right arm's going to come on top as we shift the weight right. Part the mane, ward off. Bring that right arm up. Hold your bird's nest. Shift back as you rotate in the torso. Bring it up by your ear. Turn and open those wings. Good. Withdraw, retreat, push. And then as you come in, left arm's on top for your energy ball, shifting the weight. And press up for your bird's nest. Bring it down and around. Open those wings. Come back and push it away. And you know, all this movement really is from your dantian, the energy from your hips. And your upper body is just doing kind of like a beautiful, I call it a beautiful dance as you're moving from your torso. Release, withdraw, and push. So left arm comes on top. And ward off, looks good. Bring it up together, bird's nest. Grasping that sparrow by the tail. And withdraw and push. Very good. All right, so we're going to do this one. I'm going to try to do a set or two without talking. So you can breathe, relax, feel the movement. Very good. Now come back to the center, and you've got that left arm on top, breath. Just split that energy. Let's keep that left arm on top. Bring that right leg in. Turn your body right. We're going to do heavenly hands. So we're going to switch the right arm on top as we step out to the right and just rotate the torso. Left arm on top, bring that left leg together and just turn. Breath, step out. So we step out to the right 3 times. And when the left arm comes in, we go left, our feet are together. Breath, step out, and together. Now stay together. We're going to reverse to the other side. Left arm, step out left. Together. And step out. Resting the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Letting your eyes focus on your palms. You just can feel a very nice, quiet peacefulness inside as you breathe and focus. Now stay here. We're going to do that again, 3 right, 3 left. Without me talking, you just focus on that energy and breathe. Feet stay in place. And step left. Very good. Just stay in place. And breathe up. And release that energy down. Very good. All right, let's just sway side to side, shifting the weight, getting ready for a bow and arrow. A little bit more balance, a little bit more movement. Y'all are doing great. It's not quite as cool as being outside, but hey, we're together, we're moving, and that's the most important thing. Shift right, now pull it back like a bow and arrow, and shift, pull back. And just if you want to turn your feet out, if it feels more comfortable, just do whatever feels good for you. Let your eyes go in the direction that you're pulling and extending that bow. Good. Now this time, let's do that empty step, the T step. So as you come in, foot comes in, steps out, and together. All right? So when you start moving, you've got to think of things like holding your ab muscles in for support, softening the knee more so that your quadriceps can work a little bit more for balance. Good. Keep going. I think we got somebody else joining us, so keep going. Let me let them in. Miss Jane is here, and we'll just keep going. Which direction are we here? Good. Now this time, come over into your T-step and lift your knee. and step out, shift, come into your T-step and lift. Now, if you want to just come right on into the knee lift, that's fine. Just make it very solid and strong. Working on that balance. Good. Shift the other direction. Side to side. Good. All right, one more set with the knee. Now let's try the kick. So come into your T-step and then just kick as slow or as fast as you're comfortable. Shift over. Let's do this side. Good. So we're doing this slow right now. It's going to require a little more balance and work. Good. Over this side. Couple more. This side. Good. Now if you just want to come over this time and just kick and down. Sometimes going faster is easier than going slow, isn't it? And if you want to just continue with the knees, that's fine too. Work at your own pace and your own balance ability. All right, let's do one more each way. Good. Last side. And just let the body kind of swing and open. Good. Come back to center. Breath. And sink. Bring the palms up, supporting heaven like a pillar. And release. Now, you can turn your toes in just a little bit. Just slide those hands down the back of your leg as you lean forward. Only go as far as you're comfortable with right now. Let the top of your head relax. Feel the stretch down the back of your legs. Eyes open, knees are softened. Now bend the knees a bit more and let your body unfold as if you were unrolling a piece of paper. Breath up. Sink the energy. Let the hands slide down the back of your legs and lean forward. Only go as far as you're comfortable. Eyes open, breath, and unfold the body. And once again, sink the energy. Let your body roll forward and hang. Let the neck go. You really get a wonderful decompression of the vertebrae if you just let gravity pull the top of your head down. Eyes open, knees soft, and uncurl. Good. Breath. And down. And shift the weight left. Turn right into your bow step. Now we're going to do some yoga poses. So let's open a little bit so that you've got a wider base of support. Arms up. Remember, not this, but this. Very good. Turn your body toward the bent knee. And also be sure you've got a 90-degree angle or greater here. We don't want this. Okay? Arms up. Shift and open the chest into a Yoga Warrior 1. We hold the pose. And just breathe 3 to 5 good, slow breaths. Focusing on the breath and the pose. Breath. Turn your body forward toward the camera, arms out. So imagine that your hands are like airplane wings. Turn your head toward the middle finger and lunge and just hold that pose. Pushing that energy out and away. Breath. Now extend that right leg, drop your left, reach up. This is a reverse warrior, so your energy is lifting up. One shoulder down, one shoulder up. Breath. And bend that right knee again. And the hand can either go to your thigh to do a side bend. There are many variations of this. This would be like a level 1 side bend. Resting your forearm down on your thigh. Or take it to a triangle by extending and straightening both legs and sliding your arms all the way down to your foot. So you choose whichever feels best for you right now. Breath. Bring your arms up. Mountain with your hands. Now turn that right toe in so you've got your feet slightly forward and lift up in a mountain pose. Breath. Turn your palms down. I want you just to interlock your fingers behind you just to open this chest. Lift the chin slightly. Good. And release and relax. Let's go the other direction now. So get your bow step or a little bit wider, whichever's more comfortable for you. Arms up again. Remember, and as you get tired, you want to pull the shoulders up. Retract those shoulder blades. Good. Turning to the left. Lift up into warrior 1, chest open, energy out to the heavens, receiving that energy back in. Body is open, vulnerable, receiving, and loving. Inhale, turn to the front, arms out. Turn your body over those fingertips, eyes pointing, and breathe. Breath. Extend that front leg for reverse. Reach up. Breath. And down into your side bend. Modify as best for you. Breath. And up into mountain. Turn those toes. Bring your legs a little closer together. All right, be sure you're good and rooted, squeezing your glutes underneath you. Let's roll up onto the balls of our feet and balance. Good. Now, let's try this. Stay there. Bring the palms and the arms down. Breathe up. Support heaven. You got it. The key here is to hold your abs, hold your glutes. Let's do one more. And if you get wobbly and have to get down, that's perfectly okay. Reach up. But from where I see, it looks like you guys got this. And because I think you got it, let's do it one more time. Lift up. And down. Go ahead and lower your heels. Soften those knees. Breathe. Good job. And release. Bring everything together and Lord, shake your legs out because sometimes you got everything squeezed like that, it gets all tight. Let's do our 7 heel taps. Breathe up again. This time as the arms come down, we bend, body leans over. Get a good balance right in the middle. Let that back stretch. And let's lift our heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Curl up. Breath. Good. Exhale, soften, lean again. And let's lift those heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Curl up. Exhale, soften. One last time. And lift those heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Curl up. Breath. And soften. And center just here at your chest. And lower. All right, one last thing I want us to do is to stretch out our lower legs. So turn to the side, or I'm turning to the side. I've got my right leg forward, left leg back. Toes and knees are straight ahead. So in this pose, we've got our legs right under our hips, but straight ahead, not a turnout like we normally do. This stretches differently, okay? This is like your old-fashioned runner stretch. So in this position, you've got that front knee bent slightly, but knees over the ankle, and the back leg is stretching out. This really stretches your heel and your calf, and our body's centered for right now. Good. Now, what I would like you to do is to lift that back heel, bend the knee, and then sort of rock your pelvis forward a bit. Wonderful hip flexor stretch. As you know, we've talked a lot about these hip flexors being tight because we sit a lot. Through the many years that we have accumulated, they get tight from sitting. So this is wonderful to stretch them out, keeping the hips supple, mobile, and balanced. It helps with your overall balance. And now drop it down. Bring that leg in, put all your weight on that back leg and lift those front toes up. Your hands can either be on your hips and the tops of your thighs, and take that straight back forward. This you should feel anywhere from your hip down to your heel. With my back straight, it brings the focus a little more into the hamstrings in the back of your leg. Good. Now just shift the weight forward and just round up out of that. Close. And let's go to the other side. Remembering toes and knees straight ahead. So if you looked at yourself, you shouldn't be able to see your heels. Okay. So over the other direction. Keep your body between your legs. 90-degree angle in the front leg. And just let that back calf and heel Achilles tendon stretch. Just hold it a few seconds while you breathe through it. Good. Now lift the heel while bending the knee and sort of rocking that pelvis a bit forward, stretching into that hip flexor. Good. Very good. Now release that heel and bring that leg in. Put all your weight in there, knees soft. Other set of front toes up, and just lean into it with a flat back for a wonderful stretch from your heel to your hip. You could do it with your back rounded, but that's just stretching a different group of muscles. Now lower the toes. Now you round up and out. Very good. Shake your legs out. Bring your feet right underneath you. Breath. So now we're just going to do some recentering breaths to focus on the energy you've created in your body, the warm healing light flowing through you, opening up all the meridians of energy that cross from one joint to the other, feeling whole, feeling alive, remembering that each breath is new life, new energy, a new beginning to a new you. One more. Let's soften the knees to sink, and then support heaven and earth. Up and around. Open those shoulder blades. Very good. At the bottom, bring your palms together and bring your hands to heart. Close your eyes. Feel the balancing over the center of your feet. Feel how tall all the energy that is lifted up out of the top of your head, and then all that heavy energy sinking you into the earth. Remembering that we are between heaven and earth. Here in the middle, growing stronger, doing God's work as He would have us do each day. Heavenly Father, thank you for a beautiful day. Thank you for the rain that nourishes the earth, that brings growth. Just like as we nourish our bodies with water and food, it brings growth and healing to us. We thank you for one another and our ability to be able to love, give, be patient, tolerant, and do all the things that you would like us to do here on earth in your name. Be with us as we go forth. Be with our country, our world, and all the humanity in it. May they become closer to you and more loving, giving, and tolerant of one another. In Jesus' name, amen. Woo. I don't know about you guys, but I got a little warm here. How's everybody doing? Let me unmute you all. Hold on. Guess y'all may have to unmute yourself because